Very intriguing matchup. Now let's take a closer look at these two teams, Cabell Midland and Morgantown. Let's find out about these two West Virginia communities with Metro News reporter Chris Lawrence.
With a sprawling campus along U.S. Route 60 east of Huntington in the community of Ona, Cabell Midland features a premier educational setting. The school was the result of a consolidation of the old Milton and Barbersville high schools. Both towns feature a unique layout that can be considered pure Americana. Barbersville served as the county seat until being moved to Huntington in 1887. Cabell County was named for William H. Cabell, governor of Virginia from 1805 to 1808. Ona, home of the Cabell Midland Knights. Morgantown needs no introduction to West Virginians. Lying in the north-central part of the state along the banks of the Monongahela River, Morgantown is the home of West Virginia University. The university serves as the largest employer in the area, providing jobs for 6,000 people and an education to more than 20,000 students annually. Morgantown was settled in 1766 and named for Zacchaeus Morgan, one of the area's first white settlers. It is ironic the team's mascot is an Indian, since several key battles were fought on this land with Native Americans. Another version of how the school got its unique nickname indicates the team was formerly known as the Mohicans, short for students from Morgantown High. The Mohegan pronunciation was adapted several years later. Morgantown, home of the Mohegans.
Thank you very much, Chris Lawrence. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 2002 State Basketball Championship is brought to you in part by Charter Communication, the most advanced digital platform.
Dan Aykroyd on Charter Digital Cable.
You know, Charter gives me over 1,000 movies a month featuring multiple channels of HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and the Movie Channel. All great, but you know what else I like? Science channels. Want to see the inner workings of the human body? I've got a whole network on live surgery. Interested in splitting atoms? With a click, I'm knee-deep in nucleus. And of course, I can never see enough aliens. Which reminds me, I gotta go. There's a special on Discovery Science about manufacturing microchips. They're tiny and non-edible.
From the company with the most advanced digital platform, Charter Communications.
Enjoy the best movies, shows, and specials only on HBO and Cinemax. Call Charter Communications today at 1-800-800-CABLE and order any Charter digital package with HBO and Cinemax, the perfect double feature, and you'll get free installation plus $10 off per month for the first 3 months of your package. Call Charter Communications at 1-800-800-CABLE today.
You've heard that two are better than one? Well, that's the strength of our new company, Midwest-Vaco Corporation. Today, the vision, strength, and commitment of two great companies known for innovation are one, Midwest-Vaco. A new name, still dedicated to our communities, to sustainable forest management, to jobs in the economy, with the strength of greater global resources. Midwest-Vaco, we're still all about you.
Hey, I heard you got accepted to that college you wanted.
Yeah, I'm excited. I even get to skip my freshman year and start as a sophomore.
How?
I took enough advanced placement courses. AP classes allowed me to earn college credits in high school.
AP sounds good. I'll talk to my high school counselor today.
This message is sponsored by the West Virginia Center for Professional Development through a grant from the U.S. Department of Education. The Advanced Placement Program is sponsored by the College Board.
If you're heading to Charleston for the state high school basketball tournament or just a trip to the capital city, remember Joey's, home of West Virginia's best barbecued ribs. Located right across the street from the Charleston Civic Center, Joey's offers the best ribs, steaks, charbroiled chicken, sandwiches, pizza, hoagies, and a whole lot more. And if you're scheduling a party or a special event, don't forget Joey's catering service, your complete caterer. Stop in today or call Joey's for your catered event, 343-4121.
Grabs a berth in tomorrow's championship round. The tip is controlled by Fogarty of Morgantown High. Although it was tipped into the backcourt by Patton, it was Fogarty who got the ball. In the deep left corner, here's Ronnie Shaver. Out front to Justin Vidovich. Vidovich swings it over on the right side to Fogarty. Cabell Midland man-to-man defense. Into the right corner goes to Bobby Prim. Prim, tightly guarded by McComas, will bring the ball out front. Bobby Prim, who had 16 points last night against Robert C. Byrd, delivers to the far side wing to Shaver. Now gets a screen. Here's Shaver driving down the lane. Shot brutally rejected out by Patton. Controlled by McComas. He drives all the way to the other end. Layup good. 2-0.
Yeah, set up by Patton on the block.
Back quickly comes Morgantown in a hurry. Bobby Prim Driving to the right side corner. His double team forced him to give up the ball. They call a tie-up. Arrow goes to Cabell Midland.
Well, we talked about the Cabell Midland defense. Very active yesterday. Right back after it again today.
They trapped Prim, who's the ball handler on this team, in the corner, and that forced the tie-up. Leading 2-0. Cabell Midland starts up the floor. Morgantown, full court pressure. Mark Patton throws it in the front court to Svingos. Now up front to Chad McComas. McComas out of the near side wing. Over to Stoller. Downside to Svingos. Now to Patton. Will fall away. 16 feet angle right. It is good.
Well, if you hit that shot all night, Morgantown's in deep trouble.
4-0 is the score. Here comes Nick Hedges driving baseline left. Hemmed in defensively. Double team. Loses the ball. Whistle. Foul. Holding call. Cabell Midland. They charge that one to Svingos. The senior forward picks up his first.
And Tony, right out there, anytime Morgantown tries to penetrate, they're going to get a double team on them if they turn their back inside the paint.
6:47 to go here in the opening quarter. Ryan Stoller ties up his sneaker, and Bobby Prim will inbound underneath the Morgantown basket to the left. Bounces it in, right to Shaver. Shaver missed a little bunny, but the follow-up is there for Justin Vidovich. 4-2 is the score. Quickly, here comes Cabell Midland. Cameron Drill hands the ball up high to Patton. Now to McComas. Back to Patton. He'll try the three. No, off the front of the rim. Rebound, though, goes to Cabell Midland. Back out front to McComas. They'll set their offense. Tom Yester, Morgantown's coach, standing in front of his team's bench, pointing out his defensive alignment. They're in the zone. They go to the high post to Svingos. Deep left corner to Gwill, guarded by Fogarty. Now back out front to go to Stoller. Now over to Gwill in front of that Morgantown bench. One bounce up top. McComas straight away. Three. No good. Rebound tip. And it's controlled in the paint by Gwill. Running layup. Swings around the rim. No. Patton fighting for it over the back. They've got a whistle and a foul call against Morgantown.
Boy, such a key. They cannot allow Cabell Midland. Morgantown cannot allow that many shots on the offensive glass, and really going after quickly. Now, the advantage is you get the ball out. You can beat them in transition. You got to have the ball first.
Vidovich commits to foul his first. 2 minutes into this first quarter, 4-2, Cabell Midland by 2. Inbounds comes up top. Caught there by McComas. On the near side to Stoller on the wing. Back to the point, it goes to McComas. Takes that shot over to Gwill, left of the circle. Gwill drops it down baseline left in the short corner to Svingos. Back out front, McComas. Out of the circle to Stoller. Now McComas from the left side, free ball on the rim, bounces around. Patton rebounds, and he puts up scores on his side. Mark Patton's presence is known early. He has scored 4. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. And Tom Yester wastes no time. He's getting some meat into his lineup. Matt Simpson will come in for Vidovich, who has just picked up his second person.
Boy, that hurts. But one thing, you and I talked about this at lunch today. Get that big kid in there and see if he can bang with Mark Patton, because Simpson is physical. But going to have to block Patton out.
Foul shot up. It is good. Patton has 5. Cabell Midland leads 7-2. Now Morgantown starts up the floor. Bobby Prim working hard, bounces it, and the ball is deflected out of bounds on the near sideline. It belongs to Morgantown. Spot inbound, and Ronnie Shaver will inbound it. Shaver looking. Sends it into the backcourt to Bobby Prim. Morgantown down by 5 points with the ball, 7-2. Here's Prim, gets a screen from Hedges. A screen. They're going to whistle him for an offensive foul. Hedges called on a moving screen.
Boy, do they hedge Cabell Midland so well. They read that pick when they come out. Hedges comes out to sit the screen. Those guys fight through it, Tony, from Cabell Midland. They don't slide behind it. They go through it.
Slow start here for Morgantown. They've got 3 team fouls, just 2 points. Full court pressure by the Mohegans. A near steal out of midcourt by Shaver, and he is fouled. And Shaver was playing possum a couple of steps in the backcourt. He came up and made the deflection at midcourt, got possession of the ball, and was fouled on the play by Mark Patton, his first.
Well, Ronnie Shaver didn't have a Shaver-type game yesterday, but only 8 points. He's much better than that. He's got to have a good one tonight.
Now Morgantown on the attack, down by 5. Quarter court far side. It is Shaver. Jump pass near side. Fogarty penetrates in. Out to Shaver. From the foul line. Jumper up and in. There you go.
Yeah, that was good because that was good ball movement, and Fogarty set that up well.
There's McComas. The three-quarter court bounces it back to Mark Patton. He'll bring it up over the timeline. Jump pass far side. Cameron Drill. Patton falls down. Gets back up in the lane. Now McComas with it up top. Morgantown playing his zone defense. Far left wing, it's Will. Back to the point it goes to McComas on the near side wing to Stoller. Holds it up high over his head. Plays catch back and forth with McComas. Now Stoller gets it back, tries a three, and he got it.
Boy, nice range against that. You're trying to back in against Patton, and they hit for the perimeter.
10-4 is the score. Cabell Midland leads by 6. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. There's Simpson with the ball. Matt Simpson, one dribble, and he passes it errantly. It's stolen by Stoller. He drives in, layup shot, missed it. Rebound tipped out by Simpson, and the ball will belong to Cabell Midland. Ryan Stoller getting up slowly as he missed that layup and was knocked to the floor. 4:21 left opening quarter. Cabell Midland's Cameron Grill, 5'11 senior, will inbound underneath the basket to our left. Gill slaps the ball, throws in the corner to Spingles. Up high to McComas. In the paint they go underneath to Patton. Patton head fake shot up good. That's too easy.
Yeah, they got in the middle of the zone there, and then they ran a high-low. Patton got low post position. They're having their way early.
Patton has 7. Cabell Midland leads by 8. 12-4. 4-minute mark. On the far right wing, it is Nick Hedges. Hedges up top to Matt Simpson. Simpson looking down low. Couple of dribbles. Sends it over to Fogarty. Fogarty penetrates into this foul line area. Patton's there to close him off. Now out to Shaver for 3, and he hit it. Ronnie Shaver has 5 of Morgantown 7. It's a 12-7 Cabell Midland lead. Now here comes Patton bringing the ball up the floor. He's 6'9", takes it all the way to the basket. Layup shot is good. Mark Patton has scored 9 points. 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Quickly, Morgantown comes down the floor. Simpson, strong move to the basket, lays it up and in.
Yeah, nice play by Prim to find him in the low post early.
14-9, Cabell Midland leads by 5. Again, Patton, the big man, bringing the ball up the floor, and a whistle and a traveling violation against Patton as Morgantown jumped him over midcourt with a double team. 14-9 is the score. Media timeout. 3:18 to go. Cabell Midland leads with a break. Time for this message from Thornhill GM Superstore, your $1 over invoice superstore.
When you
5-point Cabell Midland lead, 14-9, 3:15 and ticking as Bobby Prim brings the ball into the front court. Rolls over to the right side of the floor. Passes up top to Jeremy Rodimer, who's checked into the Mohegans lineup. Now on the near side, bad pass. Simpson picks it up off the floor, drives to the basket, layup shot, good, and a foul.
Well, I tell you, that's 4 straight points out of Simpson off the bench. I'm sure Tommy Echter didn't expect that. Vidovich with 2, and Simpson has really come in and done a good job. He's a banger, Tony. That time he takes the ball to the glass and gets it.
And not only scores it, Jay, but the foul is against Mark Patton, his second. And the foul shot is good by Matt Simpson, the football player of the Mohegans, has made it a 2-point game, 14-12, and there are several members of that Morgantown football team on this basketball squad. Fogarty, Rodimer, and Simpson, just to name a few. Up top, Cameron Grill, 2-point Cabell Midland lead. In the near side, they throw the ball to Stoller. In the middle of the floor to McComas. Back to Stoller. He's hit 1 3 so far. Hedges there defensively. Down inside, they get the ball to Patton. 15-footer up. No, short. Rebound, Shaver. Make that Simpson out. Lets the ball to Rodimer. Quickly, he comes in the front court. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out right side. Here is Shaver. Pull up. Jumper good. And Ronnie Shaver, who did not have a big offensive night last night, has scored 7 of the Mohegans' 14. This game is locked at 14. Cameron Grill trapped in the left corner, and he steps over the baseline. And it will be Morgantown basketball with 2:16 to go here in the opening quarter, locked at 14 apiece.
And you know, Tony, Morgantown took a big hit to start this game because Cabell Midland came out, got very active, and made everything and did everything right. Morgantown hung in there, built themselves back. We got a tie game at 14.
We've got a game right now as Bobby Prim calls out the offensive play set. Rodimer takes the ball quarter court far side. Couple of dribbles. Now he sends the ball over to Shaver. Shaver back over to Rodimer. Penetrates toward the right baseline. Dishes back in the corner, and a jumper by Simpson. That's an air ball. And now here comes Cameron Grill quickly up the floor. Rodimer pursuing him. Tried for the backslap. Instead they get it to Spingos on the left side of the floor. To the middle. They go up high. Now coming out to take the ball is McComas. McComas and Grill, the guards. McComas working to his right. Guarded by Bobby Prim. Now to Grill. Quick release. 3. High arcing shot. No good. Kicks off the right side of the rim. Rebound comes to Bobby Prim. Morgantown with a chance to take the lead. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. Into the corner it goes to Shaver. 17-footer up. No. And the rebound controlled by Cabell Midland. Down the floor. Pass for Cameron Grill. He goes up to the layup and he got it.
Yeah, nice baseball pass. Now, with Patton 2 fouls, Cabell Midland in his zone.
Here is Rodimer, far side, driving to the basket against Patton, puts it up and in off the glass. Rodimer went right into the face of Patton. Game blocked at 16 apiece. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. They go to the left elbow to Svinga. He deals it over on the right side. Stoller, jumper, baseline, good by Ryan Stoller, his 5th point.
Well, I think Morgantown on the defense has got to shut off that baseline.
18-16 the score. Hedges in the near corner. Up the quarter court mark to Prim. Cross-court pass. Rodimer. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Popping to the foul line. Hedges flips it to Prim for a 3. Got it! Good basketball game. 19-18. Morgantown takes the lead for the first time. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cameron Grill holds the ball under his armpit. Now it throws over to McComas. Chad McComas back over to Grill. Going for one. Yep, they're going to spread the floor and hold for the last shot. They catch out front with it. Now McComas has the ball in his hand. 12 seconds to go into Grill. Grill out front with it with 10. Now 9, now 8. Here's Grill. Rifles it back to McComas. Goes to the top of the circle. Releases of a 3. No. Kicks off the left side of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Rodimer. At midcourt with 1. He lets it go into the air at the buzzer. No good off the backboard. Good quarter of basketball. 19-18. Morgantown leads by 1. The United States Marine Corps excited to be a corporate partner with the WVSSAC. The Marines are very pleased to support the youth of West Virginia in their fitness and fellowship endeavors. We're at the end of the first period with the score. Morgantown 19, Cabell Midland 18. This is the Metro News Radio Network.
Purchase a new Chevy Monte Carlo or Pontiac Grand Prix from Thornhill GM Superstore. You're on your way to drive a Winston Cup race car with the Richard Petty driving experience. Thornhill GM Superstore. Just buy a Grand Prix at $1 over invoice with a $2,002 rebate and get a free pass to drive in the Richard Petty driving experience. Plus, get a free 24-pack of Pepsi just for taking a test drive through the month of March at Thornhill GM Superstore, Corridor G, Chapmanville.
How does Sam's Hot Dogs define fresh? Well, Sam's Hot Dogs defines fresh with fresh coleslaw, fresh cut onions, and your choice of spicy or mild sauces. All made fresh at each store every day. Only the finest ingredients are ever used, so you know you'll always get great fresh hot dogs at Sam's Hot Dogs. And Sam's Hot Dogs also offers an absolutely delicious barbecue sandwich, too. So if you've tried the rest, don't you think it's time you tried the best? Sam's Hot Dogs. There's one near you.
WCHS. General Truck Sales, South Charleston, home of GM Parts. The feeling is genuine. Serving West Virginia since 1937. WCHS, Charleston.
State Capital, this is Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Morgantown went on a 15-7 run over the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the opening quarter. They own the lead now 19-18. Second quarter underway. Rodimer throws over to Seth Fogarty. Now back up to the point to Rodimer. Over on the right side of the floor to Tim Williams, who's checked in for the blue-clad Mohegans. Back over to Williams. Couple of dribbles. Then he lost the handle of the ball right into the Cabell Midland bench turnover against Morgantown High. That will be Morgantown's 4th turnover of the night.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to go between his legs. Against the zone, you just go ahead and push the ball, new into the game, touch a little bit, get it around, new the ball, get the ball out of your hands so you get it again.
Morgantown's got 3 reserve players out there right now. Now penetrating on the far side. Foul goes over to Stoller. Back up top to McComas. Now onto the near side to Grill. Still out front with it. Patton guarded by Simpson. And now they drop it down to Patton. He kicks out to Grill. Wide open 3 from McComas left side. Swish.
Yeah, good ball movement. Tilted the zone and got the open man.
Cabell Midland takes the lead back 21-19. Rodimer works with the ball out front. Driving in. Finds a seam. Down the lane. Scoop. Layup. Got it to go. Whoa. Right up against Patton again.
Why not?
21-21. He's trying to get Patton to commit a 3rd foul. Here's Patton, right elbow, kicks the ball out to McComas, fakes the 3, penetrates in, down the baseline, singles, lost it between his legs out of bounds, Morgantown ball. So Tom Yester is sitting over there, going to make a couple of substitutions now. He's going to bring in Ronnie Shaver, who has scored 7 so far. Bobby Prim will also come on. Tim Williams and Nick Hedges will go get a breather.
But I'll tell you, Tony, he stole some minutes there. He got a couple minutes out there with the subs on the floor and only had one turnover.
Yes, he did. It's a good point, Jay. 21-21. Second quarter, 6:45 and counting as Rodimer brings the ball into the front court. Cross-court pass left side to Fogarty. Back over on the right side out front to Rodimer. Jeremy into the deep right corner to Bobby Prim. Back out front to Rodimer. Draws a crowd. Passes the ball to Shaver right of the circle. Shaver penetrates in. Back out front to Rodimer. Eyes the three. Penetrates. Bounces it inside. Simpson. Layup. Got another one. So how do you like Matt Simpson?
Well, I like Fogarty at the point. Looking down the lane and getting it in against his own.
Here's a reserve. Simpson has scored 7 points here in the first half. On the other end, Spingos whose shot from 16, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Bobby Prim. Here comes Prim in a hurry. Morgantown leads 23-21. Out to Shaver. Shaver, deep corner. Here is Fogarty. Double team. Back to a cutting. Shaver, layup, no. Rebound, Cabell Midland. On the outlet, it goes over to McComas, who brings the ball into the front court. They work from our left to right. Up top to Mark Patton, who's been quiet offensively here for a bit after scoring 9 quick ones. 23-21 game. Morgantown leads by 2. Lob pass inside, deflected. Shaver got a hand out of it, knocked out of bounds by Spingos, though. And it'll be Morgantown basketball as Nick Hedges re-enters the game for Matt Simpson. He gets a high five from his head coach, Tom Yester. Simpson goes to the bench. With 7 points, he averages just 5 per game.
Well, he's done a good job here, especially on the inside. And Morgantown's done a real good job on the defensive end of shutting down some of those lanes in the passing lane in that zone. Fogarty now at the point, and that's been a big play for them. He's made some good, excellent plays.
Over to Bobby Prim it goes on the far side. He bounces up to Shaver. Now on the near side wing to Rodimer. Rodimer jab steps, driving to the basket. Layup shot, no good. Rebound loose, fighting for it. Whistle blows, foul call. It will go against Morgantown. And they're going to tag that one on Seth Fogarty, his first team fourth. 14 fouls for Morgantown, 3 team fouls for Cabell Midland. The Higgins lead this game by 2, 23-21.
And Vidovich out of the game for Morgantown with 2. Patton still on the floor with 2 for Cabell Midland. 2 different strategies by the coaches.
Zone defense by Morgantown. McComas takes a look at it out front. Over on the far sideline to Stoller. Stoller in the corner, back out front to McComas. Now to Gwill. Gwill draws the defense, kicks in the deep left corner. Stoller driving the baseline, kicks it to Patton. Patton head fake, strong move to the basket, lays it up, missed it off the right side, tipped up by Spingos, can't get it. Hedges rebounds, clears the Prim. Morgantown on a breakout. Bobby Prim driving, stopping, 17-footer airborne, no good. Rebound comes down to Stoller. He falls down with the ball. It's loose. A tie-up arrow will go to Cabell Midland. Good hustle on both ends of the floor by both of these teams. They are doing a great job playing good basketball.
Well, I'll tell you, that ball bounces on the floor, and it's free, and you got both teams just going right after it. That's what you like to see.
Morgantown's going to set up in his full-court pressure, but first, the official will grab a towel, and he will clean things off down there where those bodies had just been on the floor rolling after that basketball.
Well, you're right, Tony. They are man-to-man now out of that zone, and they are full length, as you said.
Patton will inbound for Cabell Midland. Gives a slap of that ball, and he inbounds it to McComas, who's guarded by Rodimer. McComas starts up the floor. Rodimer watching as McComas takes it, quarter court far side, bounces it down inside, blocks to Patton, behind the basket, shoots it up, missed it, tipped up and good by Robbie Spingos. His first 2 of the night, game's tied at 23, quickly in a hurry, coming to Higgins, the ball is stolen by McComas. At three-quarter court as they tried to pass the ball into the right corner, McComas was there to steal it. The 3-year starter and the best defender on this Cabell Midland team, Chad McComas. Working around out front. McComas has it in his hand. They're going to try an alley-oop lob for Patton, and he goes up with it, comes down with it, loses the ball, falls down hard, and it's out of bounds to Morgantown. We've got a timeout here. 3:59 to go. Second quarter, game tied at 23. Exclusive coverage of the 2002 State Championship Tournament being brought to you in part by the West Virginia Coal Association. Coal keeps the lights on.
West Virginia Coal.
AAA championship game.
And Vidovich is back in the game for Morgantown in the final 3:55 of the half.
Ball comes to the near side wing to Seth Fogarty. Up top, middle of the floor, Vidovich. Over onto the right wing to Prim. Deep right corner to Hedges. Back up the sideline. Prim, long three, release. It's up, no good. Rebound comes to Vidovich. Justin Vidovich passes it, ball up front to Prim. Now back to Vidovich on the near side wing. Out high goes to Fogarty. Quarter court far side, Prim. Bobby Prim 1-0. Back out front he goes to Vidovich. Now on the left side it goes down low to Fogarty. Back out front at the point to Prim. On the right wing, Vidovich. Back up top to Fogarty. Now on the near sideline it goes to Prim. Deep left corner, Hedges fakes the shot, gets the defender, Spingos up, passes it out to Shaver, kicks the ball out to Prim. Prim driving the baseline, lost the ball out of bounds off of Bobby Prim. Cabell Midland ball. Good defense by Cabell Midland.
Boy, excellent defense. Ball contact, man on it at every position.
Mark Patton will inbound. Morgantown will not pressure. However, Bobby Prim will stay back to guard McComas. They get the ball in the front court to Patton. Patton throws it out ahead in the front court to Stoller. Now back to Cameron Will. Will over to McComas. McComas looking at Morgantown's zone defense. Straight 2-3. On the right wing it goes to Stoller. Now to McComas. In the lane. Turnaround jumper from 15 by Spingos. No. Rebound Hedges. Outlet Prim. Bobby Prim starts up the floor. Game tied at 23. Bad pass by Prim. Stolen by McComas. McComas into the front court. Bounces it to Patton. Patton driving toward the basket. Now relents. Goes into the left corner. Bounces it out front to McComas. Now to Stoller. Now back up top to McComas. Stoller going to try a set three. No. Off the left side of the rim. Rebound goes down to Ronnie Shaver. And here comes Morgantown in a game that has been tied at 23 for a good bit now. Into the right side, Fogarty. Cross-court pass. Weak side, Prim. Back up top to the point to Shaver. On the right wing, Vidovich penetrates in, kicks it to Shaver. Wide open three straight away is no good. Rebound Prim. Baseline follow-up is no good off the rim. Fogarty's there with the left hand to chip it up and in.
Oh, boy, he's all over the court, penetrating and getting around that basket. This is a 1-3-1 about half court.
O'Higgins lead 25-23 inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half. McComas has the ball poked away by Prim. He gets it back. Now it goes into Cameron Will. Quarter court far side in front of the Morgantown bench out near midcourt with a pass to McComas. McComas on the right wing to Stoller. Now to Mark Patton. Down right baseline. Short baseline. Spingos tied in double team. Ball comes into Patton. He lost it. And a whistle. And we're going to get a foul call here against Morgantown with 1:41 to go.
Well, that was tough right there because they were right ready to get out, and they made a good play on the inside and got the foul just to reach around at the very end. And Morgantown was ready to get out on a break right there, but they have really shored up their defense and playing much better and changing defenses with Tommy Yester of Morgantown. And that's Vidovich's third?
No, they called a foul against Prim, but they are going to take Vidovich out so he doesn't get his third. Now here's the inbound. Out front it comes to McComas. On the right wing, Stoller. Into the paint he goes to Patton. He puts the ball down, puts it up off the glass, and he gets it to go. It rolls around the rim twice and it falls in. Patton has 11. The game's tied at 25. 90 seconds to play first half in this semifinal matchup. 1 against 2. Morgantown and Cabell Midland. Rodimer kicks it left side. Now they get it in the corner to Shaver. Back up the sideline to Prim. Prim over to Rodimer. Jeremy Rodimer in the paint to Shaver. Driving, shooting, and is fouled. The basket does not go, but a whirling move by Ronnie Shaver to get the ball up to the basket, and Shaver will have a pair of free throws with 1:12 to go in the half.
Well, you got Prim in there, and he's off to the wing a little bit for Morgantown. But Jeremy Rodimer has been very good out at the point. He's strong enough, Tony, to get down in the middle of that defense, and he's been penetrating and dishing.
Ronnie Shaver misses the free throw, and foul shooting was abysmal last night for Morgantown High. They finished the game 10 of 21 from the stripe.
Well, it's a key to